start.
Here.
All right, let's start our conversation by understanding why is it important to sit back, especially at the end of the year, to reflect, especially on marriages and maybe the relationships that we do have.
You know, relationships are difficult. Marriage is very difficult, and it takes hard work and effort from the two people who are together, who are building life. And there is a need every year to sit down, reflect, look back at how far we have come at our relationship, because it's not an easy thing being married, staying married. We need to make sure that we continue, as we said, forever.
All right, now as we enter 2025, what are the key areas couples should focus on to build a healthier, more connected marriage?
Yes, 2025 is here. Yes, it's a beautiful year. And it is very important for us that yes. I also want us to realize that, you know, the longer we stay together, the more difficult it becomes, especially in marriage. The more we stay together, the more difficult it becomes. This is something that people are not aware of. Marriage, long-term relationship, it unfolds in stages. You know, the earliest stages, the first 2 years, this is a phase we call honeymoon. It's easy, there's a lot of fun, it's exciting, and anyone can run a relationship during those periods, even though there is a bit of adjustments. This is a phase where we even avoid arguments. From the second year going forward, we enter another phase. A phase that is also challenging. Yes, this is a phase we call a phase of realization. Here, our eyes are now suddenly opened. You now wonder, but who is this person? You know, if I saw what I see now, I don't think I would have gotten into this marriage. Because you start being introduced to the real person that you married to. When we are still in a relationship, we always put the best foot forward. We always see the best person until we are now in each other's space every day. And we are also going to be introduced to the negative side of things, of this person. And this phase, from the second year up to the 5th year, it's a phase characterized by a lot of misunderstandings. Disagreements, arguments, and this is part of the process of being married. This is why I was saying at the beginning, the longer we stay together, the more difficult it becomes. Because now you are introduced to the real person. Now we are in the process of being one person. Becoming one person is not easy. It's a very difficult process. And from the 5th year, from the second year up to the 5th year, this is where there are misunderstandings, disagreements, arguments. Now, the most difficult part is from the 5th year going forward. From the 5th year going forward, we enter another phase. This is a phase of rebellion. All
right. Before we get to the rebellion part, let's go back, because we want to understand why it's important that after 2 years, this is when now we get to see who this person is. We get to now get under the layers of understanding this person. Was it not important for us as individuals, maybe in the first encounter of the relationship, to understand the person? Because we have realized that according to reports, marriages or divorces are happening in this first phase of the marriage.
Thank you very much. You know, marriage is difficult, like I said. Most of us, we go into marriage unprepared because we love each other. But one thing is clear, love alone is not enough to hold a marriage together.
What more?
We need knowledge. We need information. We need knowledge, we need information on how to deal with challenges that are going to face us. For instance, the number one reason why people divorce, this is cheating, followed by issues of finances, issues of in-laws, issues of communication, issues of expectations, even children. But many of us, because we love each other, we don't even think that there is anything that can come between us. May we go inside, we don't deal with these things that I was talking about. We don't go deal with our finances. What is going to happen? How are we going to handle our monies? Will we be independent? Things are not going to be like when we were boyfriend, girlfriend. May the first 2 years, like you were saying, even though it's a honeymoon phase, for some it can be a very difficult phase because this is a period of adjustments. We are adjusting to living together. Remember, we are coming from two different backgrounds, different upbringings, different traditions, different cultures, different approaches. Here is a phase, the first 2 years, these things are also going to clash because we want to become one person. The question is, how is our communication? How is our conflict resolutions? And indeed, if we go inside unprepared, within 2 years, it will be very, very difficult. It will be very, very difficult. There is a need to do premarital counseling. Yes, it's very, very huge. It's very important that before we make this life-changing decision, because marriage is it's a life-changing decision.
It's a lifetime commitment.
Yes, yes. It can destroy your future. Yes, it can also build your future. This is your life. Why not take it serious?
Most definitely. Now, let's get to the to the phase that you were about to get into before I took you back to the second phase. The phase of rebellion. What is that?
Now, this is a very difficult phase because this is where many marriages collapse.
Yeah.
Around the rebellion phase, here we are dealing not only with current issues, but now with a built-up of unresolved issues. Here we are now dealing with resentment. We are now dealing with anger. We are now dealing with selfishness. We are dealing with silence. And this is a phase where I now say, you know what, no. Now I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Now I'm tired. And indeed, emotionally, you are tired. You are tired because there is so much that has been building up. There is so much that has been building up, and you are tired. This is a phase where you now find yourself, juggling 3 decisions. What do I do? Do I get out of this marriage? What do I do? This is a phase where many divorce. This is a phase where some say, you know what, I'm not going anywhere. I love my marriage. This is my life. You find they are together, but living separate lives. They're together, but living separate lives. Some even separate bedrooms. Some even separate bedrooms. And the others, you find now they say, you know what, Makatsaka, now we must do something. There is a need for us to seek help. There is need for us to find a solution. The third group, these are the ones who now say, you know what, let's go counseling, let's seek parents' help, let's go pastors, let's read books, let's attend seminars, let's find more, let's learn more. And if they can continue doing that, they will now enter a phase of reconciliation.
All right, before we get to the phase of reconciliation, I want us to keep on, delving much into this.
Yes.
We are talking about the skyrocketing issues of divorces. And you mentioned that it mostly happens during this phase of rebellion, where now you get to be tired of this person, get to realize who this person is. Why is it that you are facing these skyrocketing numbers of divorces more than those who are seeking to resolve issues within their marriages?
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Remember what I said. Here we are now dealing not only with current issues. So it is now a build-up. a build-up of unresolved issues. And these issues have now created resentment. And resentment can be very, very difficult to deal with. Now, they don't want to solve issues. They now blame each other. If he can do this, if he can address this, things will be okay. But around here, it's not only one person. Both of us are contributing to the problem. Both of us are hating. May the 7th year is a very difficult year for marriage, because 50% of those who divorce, they divorce around here, the 7th year. It's a very difficult time for marriage, because around here you now say, you know what, I give up. This person, I've tried my best, I've tried for him to change, but he doesn't seem to change. I've tried my best, I've talked to him, I've said this, I give up. Me, these things started hella from the beginning.
All right. There are a lot of things that I want us to discuss. Unfortunately, we are running out of time, but I want us to delve much into these ones. Maybe if you can explain to us, according to your experience, what are the main issues? The complaint mostly are financial. What are those?
No, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, cheating is there. Yes, cheating is there. Cheating, when it happens, it destroys trust. And it is going to create a lot of arguments, because especially how it is handled. Because we are looking for transparency, for openness. Let's talk about the issue. Let's deal with this issue. The wrongdoer normally wants to do damage control. They want to keep quiet. They want the issue to disappear without being talked about. And that way it is going to create a lot of problems, because it is creating a lot of question marks on the other side. And the arguments, they rise. It is also followed by issues of in-laws. Issues of in-laws. You know, our parents, they love us. They are so much, they're very excited when we want to get married. They're excited. But as we adjust to living together, our parents are also going to have to adjust to this new young family that is being created. Many of our parents, it takes a bit of time for them to adjust, or some never adjust. They never adjust. They still want
responsibility is it? What's the responsibility is it to make sure that at the end of the day, they make sure that the in-laws adjust? Is it upon the men?
Yes. When the spouse talk to your parents, it is the responsibility. Yes, parents many times say, if you keep quiet, if you say nothing, if you don't put boundaries, it is us married people who should now talk to our parents and help our parents put boundaries in place. It is your responsibility to protect your partner. Yes, the wife must protect her husband. The husband must also protect his wife. They must defend. They must also talk to their parents. This is my family. I want you to support my wife. I want you to realize this person, but many times it can be very difficult. But it is the responsibility is upon the two married people. They owe it to each other to protect each other.
Let's get to the third challenge.
Yes. Yes. There is also issues of finances. And the openness. Many times it's not because money is not there. It is the way money is handled, the openness, the transparency, behind how money is, the dishonesty. Behind the scenes, your mama goes to the bank, gets a loan, and you find, what is going on here? Hey, what is going on? It seems like this person carry my dear. You find that this person doesn't want to open up. Guide finances, maybe we are married in community of property. What is going on here? And if monies are not handled properly, they will also affect the trust.
Yeah.
So if these things continue building up, somewhere they are going to create trouble for the marriage. Trouble big enough for us.
All right. Now, with so many external pressures, we understand that there's so many external pressures like economic stress, societal expectations. How can couples prioritize their relationship and maintain a sense of unity in the midst of all this whirlwind?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Building marriage, like I said, a healthy marriage, it's hard work. Many of us are not prepared to put the effort. And it's very important to prioritize your partner. They must come first. They must come first. Why should they come first? Because they left their people for you. Hey, I left my people to come here and build life, Luena. Why can I not be number one in your life? Therefore, even though there are challenges coming from my parents, coming from my friends, I need to let my parents realize or know that this is my number one person. It is upon me to put boundaries in those places. And putting boundaries is prioritizing your person. Putting boundaries in place. There are also friends of opposite sex. This is also a big challenge nowadays. It's a big challenge nowadays because many of young couples, they talk anyhow. My love, my baby, talking to your friend, sweetheart, beautiful. And these messages, Hakidibona, or when the spouse sees these messages, they seem flirtatious. And they create problems for the relationship. Therefore, there is also a need to prioritize your partner by putting boundaries in place. You need to put boundaries in place when it comes to relating to your friends of opposite sex, relating to ex-lovers. There is also a need. When it comes to ex-lovers, there is also a need to protect your partner. You prioritize your person by making sure that these people are not a problem to the marriage. Marriage is a one woman, one man type of relationship, and therefore others are welcome.
All right. Now, one thing that is very crucial is the communication. What role does communication play in successful marriages, and how can couples improve their communication habits as we get into 2025?
Yes, thank you very much, my brother. And the 2025, let it be a blessed year, because communication is one of the challenges couples are facing. When we communicate, the idea behind communication is to receive the message the way I intended. Therefore, it's important also to listen. Many of us, couples, we don't listen to understand. This is one of the challenges when it comes to communication. We don't listen to understand. Everything is centered around communication. We want to solve problems, we must communicate. We want desires, we must communicate. We want to achieve this, we must communicate. But many of us, we don't listen to understand. We are quick to respond. We are quick to attack. Because I did not hear what he was saying or what he wanted to say.
Most definitely.
Yes, I didn't understand their perspective.
One of the things that is a challenge in our marriages to resolve conflict and to make sure that we rebuild trust after a challenge. Yes, we get into this to make sure that at the end of the day we rebuild that trust.
Yes, thank you very much.
In short,
thank you very much. After challenges, there is need for forgiveness. Forgiveness is very, very important for a fresh start. We need to forgive each other. Letting the other person realize, I am sorry, realize there is remorse, there is acknowledgement of wrong here. It gives another person an opportunity to let go. Yes, and letting go, it gives you an opportunity to start afresh.
Most definitely.
Yes.
And that is how we come to the end of the conversation. Unfortunately, we have to rush to the 7 o'clock news. Thank you so much for your time. As we cross into 2025, I believe marriages
2025 will be a blessed year.
Most definitely. Wait, so Riba Kujetting happy senor na kiabo agrikanzana ko yabus.
Thank you.
Luba le affectile business tata bogolo jang mo stoko ka tsara khona sokola stoko beke gongwe beke kana beke tse pedi go sna stoko go se di khomodi a bopama barui